We're aware of discoveries of relics and amazing items from underground. Nobody knows how many secrets lie hidden under the heaps of dirt. Archeologists have unearthed cursed tombs and entire cities as well as civilizations. Just like the land, water bodies around the globe also hold many surprises for us. The world is continuously undergoing geographic changes and a lot of things are hidden under the water. A present-day ocean might have been a dry piece of land. Discovering things underwater is a gigantic task. Today we're going to surprise you with some of the most fascinating and bizarre discoveries made from drained water bodies. These include a meteorite considered to be as old as our solar system and numerous secrets hidden in a city's canal. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more amazing content. Bombay Beach Town. California made headlines due to a health disaster involving the state's largest lake, the Salton Sea, which was created accidentally in 1905. It attracted the rich and famous. In the 1950s and 60s, everyone who could afford, including celebrities such as Frank Sinatra, preferred to spend summers there. However, in the 1970s, things changed quickly. The Salton Sea lake underwent serious issues as it had no natural drainage for runoff water contaminated with high levels of pesticides flowing from nearby farms. Resultantly, increased levels of salt made it saltier than the Pacific Ocean, and the lake was also shrinking. This has left about 24,000 acres of dry lake bed exposed and also caused toxic dust to reach nearby communities, leading to serious health issues. Draining operation on 100-year-old reservoir. Lake Tapps is a century-old massive reservoir which is located in the vicinity of Seattle, Washington. In 1911, it was flooded to power a hydroelectric dam, and it engulfed 4.5 square miles of countryside, including a very old railway and a large portion of the forest. Recently, local authorities undertook a big project to empty the lake for repair work on the dam. Since 2009, the lake has not been used for generating hydroelectricity, but was in use for recreational purposes. Resultantly, the forgotten things emerged, which include a wooden old-school railway and hundreds of trees. 1,000 carved Shiva Lingas. Sri Karnataka is a special town in India where 1,000 carved Shiva Lingas are displayed. These rotary objects symbolize the god Lord Shiva, and the site serves as a religious pilgrimage place for Hindus. Interestingly, there is another place, the pretty city of Siem Reap in Cambodia, that also has 1,000 carved Shiva Lingas. This site was discovered by ethnologist Jean Boulev in 1969, but remained obscured for 2 decades due to the Cambodian Civil War. However, it is gradually gaining popularity. The Indian pilgrimage site is located at the center of the river Shalmala. 1,000 Shiva Lingas are carved on the rocks alongside the banks of the river. Stone animals. This red Martian lake is located in Tanzania, Africa, and is known as Lake Natron. The alkaline water of the lake has a pH level as high as 10.5. The unique chemistry of the lake is attributed to the surrounding volcanic geology. Minerals like sodium carbonate and salts produced by volcanic activity flow into the lake from surrounding hills. The lake has no natural drainage into any sea or river, therefore the only way to lose water is by evaporation. Its temperature at times reaches 106 degrees Fahrenheit. Lake Natron has the astonishing ability to turn animals into stone. Due to the extremely high density of salt in the lake, when a dead animal falls into it, the carcass crystallizes instead of decomposing. Therefore, the lake is full of animal statues. ATF badge and a lost gun. A fisherman in California pulled up an ATF badge and a gun from the drought-stricken Castaic Lake, which is located in the Sierra Pelona Mountains of northwestern Los Angeles County. At that time, the lake was experiencing severe near-record low levels as the water dropped 150 feet in just a few months. The local angler discovered a unique backpack carrying an extremely corroded Smith & Wesson semi-automatic pistol, a vintage beeper, and a gold U.S. Treasury agent's badge. It was traced back to a federal agent who had lost his equipment in 1992 when the boat he was traveling on became swamped. Drought exposes Mormon Island. Whenever the water level in Folsom Lake drops, it exposes the ruins of a small town built during the Gold Rush era. During the summer of 2021, the lake dropped down to 381 feet. It presented an opportunity for visitors to check out the remnants of Mormon Island, which was once a settlement occupied by about 2,500 people in 1853. In 1955, the Folsom Dam Reservoir was flooded, which covered the village. The settlement was founded by 3 members of the Mormon Battalion of the U.S. Army. A group of soldiers was stationed at Sutter's Fort. In March 1848, they planned to go deer hunting, but they found gold along the South Fork of the American River. When this news spread, numerous Mormon men rushed to the site and set up camps for mining gold. Technically, Mormon Island was not an island, but it was surrounded on 3 sides by a river. There was also a canal built across its south end. Underwater creatures. The Salt River Project canals provide clean water to approximately 2 million people in the valley. For the first time, the whole canal system is being drained for ensuring cleaning and repairs. The task will take almost 7 years to complete. In the late 1980s, canals of the Salt River Project commenced being filled with grass carp. Presently, about 18,000 of these fish inhabit the canal system. They eat the algae, the weeds, and other aquatic vegetation. The Arizona Game and Fish Association calls them aquatic cows. Now authorities have to find ways to move them without causing any harm to them. Before starting the cleaning, they send fishermen to catch as much fish as they can and move them upstream somewhere that has not been drained so far. Headless Buddha statue. In central Thailand, thousands of people visit a Buddhist temple which was exposed for the first time in 2 decades as the country faced severe drought. The temple had been submerged in a dam reservoir. However, due to the recent drought, water in the dam dropped to record low levels. A lot of people, including some Buddhist monks, visited the lost temple, where they found a headless Buddha statue and broken temple structures. The dam has a capacity of 960 million cubic meters and is used to irrigate 1.3 million acres of farmland in 4 different provinces. Deadly debris found in canals. In England and Wales, thousands of volunteers have been tasked with cleaning 2,000 miles of waterways. Interestingly, they found all sorts of bizarre and crazy items in canals, including shopping carts, numerous bikes, hundreds of tyres, thousands of plastic bags, bottles, many car batteries, and several other types of debris. The items also included a genuine World War II hand grenade, 14 safes, a 2013 Mercedes A-Class car, and 6 other sunken cars. Bridge over no water. This magnificent bridge was once China's longest lake bridge, stretching about 2 miles across the Poyang Lake in Yangtze Province, southeast China. The bridge was constructed in 1631 during the reign of the last Ming Emperor using granite. It's about 2,500 feet long and was known as the Thousand Eye Bridge because of the 11,000 holes dotted along its length. Gradually, water level in the lake started to rise and the bridge sunk in it and remained buried for almost 4 centuries. However, it emerged thanks to severe drought in the area and has become a tourist attraction. In the past, the lake covered 4,500 square kilometers. Lake of Skeletons. This stunning high-altitude lake is located in the Himalayas in the Uttarakhand state of India, roughly at 16,470 feet. Rupkund is a very popular trekking destination. Its size varies substantially but is seldom more than 131 square feet in diameter. Its water remains frozen during winter. Rupkund is about 10 feet deep and known for the hundreds of ancient human skeletons found at its edge. As per legend, a group of people was killed due to an abrupt violent hailstorm in the 9th century. Some say the skeletons belong to Indian soldiers who tried to attack Tibet in 1984. Fort Moki. Lake Powell is a man-made lake located on the Colorado River in Utah and Arizona. It is the second largest artificial reservoir in the USA and can store approximately 24,322,000 acre-feet of water. Due to 7 years of drought, the water level has lowered more than 100 feet and exposed its hidden areas after 4 decades. You can see the old town, ferry sites, and the most impressive ancient ruins that were christened as Fort Moki by the early explorers and gold miners. This is a 1,000-year-old sacred monument and was erected by the ancient people of the desert. As per legend, unseen spirits have been observed over it even after she slipped the waters of the Lake Powell in the late 1960s. The monument is supported on a thin sliver of stone and mud. It was an old American fort. Wedding ring. Matt Walker, 47 years old, was enjoying a cozy summer day at a marine lake with his family. He lost his white gold ring while he was swimming. He, along with his kids, looked for it frantically but failed to find it, as obviously searching in a lake 250 meters long and 100 meters wide was a gigantic task. Finally, he contacted the committee which maintains the lake and requested to hand over the ring if they found it when they were to drain out the lake 2 months later. He also requested help from Somerset artifact seekers, who sent a team of 5 persons who turned up with metal detectors and found the ring. 1500-year-old sword. While swimming in Vitostern Lake, this beautiful girl named Saga Vonacek discovered a pre-Viking era sword. She was there on vacation with her family during the summertime. The family has a summer house in Ping County where they go every summer. Experts at a nearby museum estimated that the relic sword was probably 1500 years old, which is now displayed at the local museum. Centuries-old Nandi statues. Arasanakari is a tiny town about 20 kilometers south of Mysore, India. Villagers unearthed 2 enormous Nandi statues that were buried face-to-face under a dry lake bed. Nandi is a Hindu deity who is commonly depicted as a sitting bull in Shiva temples. Legend says that any wish whispered in the ears of Nandi was heard by Lord Shiva and it came true. It's thought that the last Maharaja of Mysore, Jyatra Mary Jamswaradya, who ruled from 1940 to 1950 and died in 1974, had wished to excavate the dry bed of the lake. Experts think that the statues belong to the 16th or 17th century. Drought reveals a lost Spanish Stonehenge. The dolmen of Guadalparell, 7,000-year-old rock circle, remained underwater for 5 decades. These 150 upright stones became visible due to the heat wave and drought experienced by Spain. Authorities call it the Spanish Stonehenge, and it's 2,000 years older than the one found in England. These megalithic monuments are situated near the town of Pereira de Malta and had been underwater since the construction of the Valdequenas Dam in 1963. The dolmen was discovered in 1926 by German archaeologist Hugo Obermeier and his team. Some experts believe it to be a solar temple and a burial enclave. Some Roman remains have been found. Burial at the bottom of the Aral Sea. The Aral Sea lake was located between Kazakhstan in the north and Uzbekistan in the south. In the 1960s it started shrinking, and by 2010 it was largely dried up. The name roughly means the Sea of Islands, referring to more than 1,100 islands which once existed in the lake. In the past, the captain of a tug who was ferrying barges from Moynok to Aral noticed visible buildings at the bottom of the lake. These were the ruins of houses at Duval. Researchers found a complete mosque at the dried-up bottom. They had discovered Aral Sea, which was a settlement of the 14th century. They also found some rice fields and some Golden Horde period coins. The sunken treasures of a Paris canal. There is Canal Saint-Martin located in the 10th arrondissement, a fairly central neighbourhood of Paris. It is dredged every 15 years or so to clean, repair and provide veterinary care to the fish living there. They find a plethora of items emerging from the sludge. The dredging event has become a Parisian activity as crowds gather there. The last time 90,000 cubic metres of water was emptied into the river Seine, and 2 75mm shells from World War I, several safes, gold coins, washing machines and 76 cars were found in the canal. This time too they found a lot of trash and debris having numerous items. Fireball down under. Consequent to a greenish fireball streak above the Australian outback on the 27th of November 2015, a team of meteorite researchers immediately moved to find the cause of this spectacular cosmic display. They found the space rock on the dry bed of a lake in the desert. The meteorite weighed 3.5 pounds. They estimated that the piece aged more than 4.5 billion years, and it is a chondrite meteorite, which is the most common and most primitive type of meteorite found in our solar system. Before burning out, it weighed approximately 175 pounds. It started burning about 11 miles above the surface of the Earth. Whale stranded on the island of Fuerteventura. The blue whale is the largest known animal on the planet. The carcass of this gigantic whale that was stranded on the island of Fuerteventura in the Spanish Canary Islands showed it died due to natural causes. This male whale measured about 20 meters in length, and it was taken out of the water with the help of a crane. The authorities decided to perform an autopsy for determining the cause of its death. After that, the carcass will be buried to let the body decompose and subsequently fetch its skeleton for display in a large museum. Which one of these fascinating discoveries did you find most surprising? Share your views with us in the comment section below. We'll be back soon with more amazing stories for you guys. Until then, have a great time.